Hi, these comments are for ZM, and you're doing my free writing evaluation. You want to get a general idea of what your estimated score is, and you got some pretty good writing skills. It's not 30 out of 30, but your writing skills are actually pretty good here. So let's take a look at the rubrics. I have your essay right here. Should teachers be paid according to how much your students learn? Do you agree or disagree with that? Okay, I'm going to put you right now. Your score is, I'm going to say 22 to 24 points, right? So I'll tell you what's bugging me about it, what I don't like about the essay. Overall, you have some problems with either sentence formation and word choice. You can probably improve the organization of your ideas, a few things like that. The biggest thing that bugs me is this. Notice you have this sentence here, which is 16 words, and then you have another sentence, which is 15 words. What a disaster. The E-rater is going to look at these really short sentences, not going to go very well, right? And this thesis you copied from TOEFLresources.com. So don't do that. TOEFL Resources is a good website, but you should not be copying specific sentences. Here's another one that you copied right here. My personal experience is a compelling example of that. You can get rid of that and just use 2 words. And you've said the same thing. So don't use words just to take up space in the writing. I don't think that's good, right? So here, look at this. So if you look at the 2 sentences together, you have 31 words, right? Now, how about this? What if you look at this thesis? This thesis replaces the one that you wrote. It's 39 words, right? So you put, personally, I believe that we should pay teachers depending on the amount of knowledge students acquire. I feel this way for 2 reasons, which I will explore in the following essay. Now, what I did is I took the key points in each of your body paragraphs, I incorporated them into the thesis to make it more original, and it gives you a longer sentence and it shows more syntactic variety. So teachers should be paid according to the amount of knowledge that students acquire, so that these educators will pay more attention to whether or not their students are learning, and so that they'll be more motivated to teach more effectively. So now we have a pretty specifically focused thesis without saying this, right? So then we have this paragraph, but still your paragraph is around 50. I recommend 100 words for the introduction. Make some statements about students finishing high school, deciding to go to college, trying to get the best education they get, and then say something about professors, teachers, and so on. So maybe make that 100 words instead of 53, and use a more specific thesis here, and be careful about my personal experience is a compelling example of this that's also very overused. How do I know? I only read really maybe 10 to 15 practice tests a week. That's it. And I see that thesis maybe 3 or 4 times a week. So that's too many times, and I'm sure the IBT human raters are also going to see it during the TOEFL exam, and that's not good, because that doesn't show that you know how to write. It shows that you can memorize other people's templates and you can put them into your own writing, and that doesn't really show your writing competence, in my opinion, right? And you have the 2 short sentences also, which ruins your syntactic variety and your education level of the writing. I mean, even if we look at this, I really haven't made many changes, right? Let's look at the review here for a minute. So the flesh Kincaid, that's okay. So your grade level is about 13.2, so that's not a major problem. So that's where you need to be there. But just be careful about copying sentences from other people's websites. All right? And if I read through the essay, there are more problems. For example, nowadays you want to use fewer here, not less, and there's more problems as I go through. your different body paragraphs. So I'm going to put you at 22 to 24 points out of 30. So I think for you to get better, you need a more sharply focused thesis, right? And then make sure each paragraph is really, really focused around a specific idea. Even the topic of paragraph 2, there are teachers that do not pay attention to how children understand but still earn as much, which is highly unfair and disrespectful. This is a fairly broad topic. It's hard to really frame your paragraph around that. So make sure you're very precise in the topics that you use. And that makes it much easier to include your supporting details to connect back to those ideas. All right, thank you.